So it looks like it's going to be the support Nautilus if there is a Jace to be taken to the top lane. A range versus melee matchup. It can go pretty well for the Jace. The Galio's locked in though.
We saw it once before, the shield so powerful, Faker fearlessly diving turrets time and time again, and it looks like he will pick it up, so.
Because Jace has been the oppressive top lane pick. Smith played
Now he should be able to beat that.
That's a bold call.
No, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah!
Okay. Ooh. All right, we need two analysts here for sure. What you got this year?
Garen mid lane.
Two of them in the mid lane.
And this is smart scouting by Europe. Clearly Faker is afraid of the Garen.
It must be. There's no other word for it.
This is the counter to Faker. It is the Garen in the mid lane from Xpeke. He's been sitting home thinking about this.
Look at that Steely.
This is kind of limited on how much you can do on this champion, specifically like of outplays.
Oh, Faker with the backwards gust.
Looking each other in the eye, fearless, waiting for someone to pull the trigger.
It's pretty alpha to just waste mana in front of your opponent.
I mean, it's a shout out also to God B from last year. So he doesn't need to hit Peke with
is
it.
no stranger to being alpha. He wasted Flash in the face of his opponent yesterday.
I know,
And he's playing Garen,
hey,
guys.
He was standing in a brush. There was nowhere near his opponent. That was not alpha. League of Legends hard mode is when you flash it in the face of them.
Oh, look at the damage. Faker heals through most of it. That unfortunate trade. But Xpeke is still pushing in the mid lane.
Well, damage over time abilities.
First plus shield is going to back off. It's a lot of damage. Flash to safety. Goes up. Comes down. And goes with the first blood. Red buff taken down, but now he's in trouble. Faker on the way in. It's going to be the ult. Not the ult, the teleport instead. Reckless now getting cut down as well. This is disastrous for Team Ice. Mithy trying to make the hero play, but Banky is just too tanky. Flash takes him to safety, but the axe, will it find him? It's Peke there to back him out.
Will be escorted out, but it's a 2-for-1. They didn't respect the teleport from Faker. It's worth noting. The Faker can sometimes be very much second to the roams. Yesterday, Wayless was making the big roam plays. They're going to walk back into lane.
Sure. Getting caught up by Peke. The ignite goes down. Faker's in trouble. He's going to heal up a decent amount. True damage is there. Garen spinning to win. The ice mark comes out. Mickey's backing up as well. Banky silence. Locked up. There's decent damage. Red buffs on both sides. He spins it. It's the double. Garen's back, boys.
Are you kidding me? We're watching Peke on Garen against the LCK All-Stars, and he's just picked up a double kill.
Hey man, spin to win. It's pretty simple, but it works.
May have been knocked out of the 1v1 bracket, but still getting his opportunity to 1v1 on the top side. But Peke, it's a similar story. There's 3 members there. I don't know if he wants this fight. Goes in, still alive. Knocks down Demacia onto Bangy. Mad Life is next, and Ice is taking control.
So many curveballs, but they're all working at least early.
Chair style, baby!
1,000 gold. Mithy after the flash to safety, though, respecting the engage potential. Things so far looking good. Looking bad for Faker, though. Garen in the bush. This is the classic. Haven't seen it since Season 3, and now Peke running for his life, but Mithy's here to back him up. All goes in. No silence on the Garen. They're going to take that one down. Peke now running for his life. He's going to get hooked up. Peke set to fall, and that's a shutdown onto Faker.
Pull me one.
Before. Yes, Ilau will not one-shot you at level 6, but if you stand in the tentacles, you will die, and he did. Peke is chasing Mad Life. The classic Garen Nautilus we often see.
Really, when we look at this matchup,
I mean, another round of spells ult will kill Mad Life here.
Silent.
And Faker will be there. Doesn't have the ultimate. Nope, Duran not quite available yet. Bangy on the way in. No mana to spam the axes. Peke have to play respect here. Ray on the backside. Peke maybe sends the Garen going in. Plan's going to slow a little bit. Out comes the ultimate for the disengage.
Europe is moving in. Mithy not hitting the snare. Peke now taking quite some damage in mid. Blue buff Galio can just keep spamming away, and Faker
getting aggressive here, not afraid to tank up the tower shots. Cutting him down. Fire, yeah, falling a little short there, and Peke's already on the bottom side. What is LCK's next move?
A lot of these turrets here are very low now. Faker trying to go for Peke. Realizes he doesn't want to go into the rush against the Garen.
Just going to keep running this one out. Does do a lot of damage here. Has the blue buff. We talked about this before. It's going to be a long, slow
teleport.
duel. Ignite does go down, trying to deny the healing. Faker, who's on the way in. Soaz is here. Prey is here as well. There's not any CC. Want to get more damage, but not enough. Garen ult not going to be there, but Faker caught out. That's a lot. Mithy from over the wall. Looks like Mad Life could be next. That's a lot of burst damage right up front. Soaz looking for a little bit more as you're all not going to connect. Mad Life trying to make it out. Prey looking for the disengage for his team, but Mithy flat forward. He connects it. Yanko's not going to have the cocoon follow up. That feels really impactful.
Yeah, I was watching the Kesper Cup, and specifically in the final as Banky's going to face Jet, but he has a Banshee Veil. He'll be all right. specifically in the final. Against Poppy, his build was very similar. That cleaver into armor penetration was able to beat Poppy. Should be good here as Bangi.
Knight goes down, he's going for more. Peke just does not care. Multiple members in front of him. Bangi going to live anyway. Mad Life is the one taking all the damage, though. It's absolutely massive in the favor of Team Ice, but now they have to run. There's too many low health bars, and Peke is a man possessed as he leaps in time and time again.
Against a Source. Won't really do anything against the other 4 members, but I don't think he cares because they keep just ganking Source and taking down fast enough.
And also they're ganking Faker as well. Moving forward, Jankos does land his moon. I don't know if they have enough damage, but that's a lot coming in from XPeke. But safely under the tower. TP coming in now. They look like they may extend the fight. Will be fully completed. Now, Smeb moving forward. It's going to throw down a bit more damage. Bangi's on the backside. He's already ulted though, and it may be a little bit too early. Smeb's taking down XPeke. The damage from Jace. A little bit too much. Now they're going to have to run for their life. Flash wall from Jankos. He's in trouble. Soaz is finally in the fight. Is he going to get the ult down? Yes, only hits 1 though. Maybe looking for a little bit more. No test of spirit quite yet. Depth charge goes in, and down goes Jankos. Soaz has to fight now like a man possessed. The healing reduction will come in. That's a lot going over the wall. Soaz wants a little more. Can he get prey? Not going to get it. Mithy on the way in. Fire absolutely cleaning house here, and Ice just getting crushed.
Yeah, the predicted big teamfight win for Europe that was going to happen within 5 minutes actually went in favor of LCK, and I feel like we've seen that before. It's a good start from the other team. It's fairly early, early and mid game, and then big fight. LCK punishes, and now they're taking Baron.
Nothing. Reckless still has a lot of damage here, so they have to be careful.
Kind of poking into the fight. They're going to try to CC him, but Nautilus going to hook the wall instead. Going a little bit lower, ever closer to that smite point. They are going to get it in the end. Reckless not going to even get the 1v1. Smeb making it out. Dangerous game, just a bit too much. Taking it to safety with a sliver of his life, and that's going to be Baron secured for the LCK and Team Fire.
So we're going to finally get the replay here. So Peke had gone very aggressively onto Faker. Eats the slow, turns in, and with the double armor penetration, it's going to go down just complete to the Jace, and then it's just really scattered. Reckless has to use his ult, runs away himself, fighting on 2 flanks. Mad Life flashes in just to look for an auto attack to attract targets, and even though these are fed bruisers, they're not fighting as 5, they're fighting as 1, B2, B3, and eventually come tumbling down.
Yeah, Source had to teleport in like behind the rest of his team, only got ulted in 1 member, really didn't get to use.
Pops the flare as well, suddenly playing with the confidence that we didn't see in the early game. They're looking to get on Faker.
Faker moving forward, decent damage coming in from the Owawi, but Soaz taking so much back in return. That's Spear not going to get procced quite yet. Now, Faker's going to be cursed up. Decent damage. The team is on the way. We could be looking at a full fight. Faker going to drop. That's a good start to it, but Peke's getting taken down on the backside. But now, no longer is it just base levels and base items. Everyone getting more and more, and Mithy, of course, no tanky stats. Really keeping the line.
And that's the case late game is so strong as well. Like Faker, not really getting one-shot anymore. Ezreal has these items to deal with bruises.
Soaz has to be careful. He gets picked up here.
Whoa!
Oh, hits a couple people. XPeke trying to disengage on Bangi. A lot of damage as Test of Spirit goes down. Bangi is going to make it out. The tower has already fallen, but a lot of members cursed up on the side of Team Fire. Soaz too low to continue, and Fire just going to grab this inhibitor. It's now retreating in the top lane. Garen split pushing, meanwhile, on the bottom side. XPeke brought out the Garen now.
The double teleport.
Something wrong about double teleport being against an EU team, against a Peke team.
Really well played by LCK with the teleports all game long, honestly. Mad Life might go down.
Reckless, keep your eyes on the cannon. Does have the ultimate available, and Jankos fearless on the front line, but he may get popped. Smeb is locked up. Tentacle Smash goes down, not going to connect. Redemption going in, looking for the heal, but who is it? Going to be decided Team Fire. Soaz now gets the Test of Spirit. Mad Life could be in trouble. Soaz staying near the tower to tank it out, but shut down onto Smeb. He gets caught out. And XPeke is still alive on the bottom side.
Yeah, he's 1 versus 2 here. Faker going for him, gets the slow.
Really fast, starting to spin. TP coming in. Can they burn him down? Nice footwork to move it out. Galio skill shot's very slow. Soaz is here. He wants to start a party. The tentacles are coming down. Will they be able to cut through him? Test of Spirit. Prey now cursed, but he doesn't have any way to chase these guys down.
Prey's one of the best at going in and out of fights. He's not going to allow Soaz to escape, but there's another
Test of Spirit. That could be massive. Can he do anything? No. Prey walking out unscathed.
And the W also gives him the bonus resist, so more than happy to once again go into close range. Still fights across the map, but all in the context of Korea being pretty significantly ahead.
Wait, Peke, you wanted to see if we can take the red buff, and then obviously going out. A little bit having fun here.
That was pretty good!
I mean, never question Peke when it comes to split pushing and escaping.
And that's a preview, of course, of the some of the mechanics in the jungle, the plants that we'll see in the future season, of course. At this point, still trying to extend not really any way to get out.
And all of Europe recall instead of taking that free tower because they're trying to make it all the way down to the bottom lane. See if they can join. You can see Reckless needs the base as well, but also actually had super minions at the next to that to go back and deal with. So fair enough, take that one.
Double does look for the ult to disengage, but may get caught out. Does sidestep in the end. Shock Blast gonna take him. Faker looking for the 2v1 in the meantime, but Peke gonna grab another kill. Redemption comes down. Not gonna save anyone. Prey goes on a rampage.
I say worth for Europe. They killed Faker. You're gonna
Take
lose
what
your
you can
next
get.
anyway. Might as well take down Faker another time.
Commanding early game coming in for Europe in a few close, scrappy duels, but once Fire finds the lead, once we get out of that mid game, it is LCK who've been able to find it, close it out with confidence. Reckless with one last desperate play, but Jankos gets popped. Reckless is next on the menu, not even gonna make it into the spawn as the ace comes out from the LCK. Team Fire looking to pick up 100 points here. And Korea reminding us why they are on top of the world. An all-star lineup crushing through each and every other region.
Yep, Korea
Not like we ever forgot it. I mean, I don't think there was anyone.
I forgot for about 30 seconds when Xpeke got that Garen double kill.
Very true. We had a brief moment where we were like, oh, this is it. Just like last year where Europe took them down. Nope. LCK, 300 points obviously picked up by these guys in these regional clashes.
Yeah, picking up the slack of some of the struggles that Team Fire actually has had in the fun modes. And the fun modes had gone pretty much over Team Ice, and they're in a really good spot also to win the 1v1s. The shorts being repped. As
High
promised.
shorts feels appropriate. The bruisers were played in that game.
Funny story, all players from the EU team got these shorts here, except for Mithy. And I'm actually not sure why. He was the only one who didn't get them.
There's an interview question.
Yeah,
Dash later.
I really don't know why.
A little less fun when you have to watch the Galio tank turret shots for about 30 seconds there without taking
Ooh, the
shit.
pants cam.
Look at him legs.
Oh, looking fresh. Team coming out on stage, as promised.
This is the catwalk, guys.
The crowd going absolutely nuts.
Mithy really wish he had the shorts now.
It's one thing to be the only guy in the shorts, it's another thing to be the only guy without the shorts.
Yeah, Jankos will shave his legs as well. Anyway, apart from that, LCK taking down Europe. I think a lot of people expected it. Crowd is still cheering for Xpeke in Europe.
I mean, home turf still had a really exciting game. A couple of hype early game plays as well. I mean, you got to give props to Team Ice. They're like, it's going to be a hard battle. We're going to try something new and see what happens.
I thought we'd get more of this at All-Stars, honestly. I thought we'd get more of the kind of fun picks, you know, going for interesting things with Korean players actually on the crowd now, doing about just as popular as their European counterparts. Always great to see.
Of course, all-star talent across the board. Faker, Smeb, Bangi, Prey, Mad Life as well.
All-Star casting talent? Huh? I mean, by definition, we are at All-Star.